right, so now is that time. We have to decide amongst your options which one you're going to choose. So let's figure out which one we're going to swipe right. So May 1st, your National Decision Day. Hopefully you're watching this way before May 1st, so that way you can get all the information that you need in order to make the right choice. So I haven't heard or haven't spoken to you in a long time. So congrats on any win that you had during this particular gap that we've had from the time that you hit submit to now when you're deciding. So whether in that gap you chose to change your mind on something, or whether in that gap you got some acceptances, or whether in that gap you got some disappointing news, but you handled it like a champ because you knew that your identity was not solely connected to you getting into this particular school or into a particular program, right? So there's so many things that could have happened during that time. Maybe you've gotten waitlisted. Maybe you got deferred. So deferred admissions means that they're saying, not now, but maybe you can come back in the spring. You can start in January. Maybe they want you to take a couple of classes and say, if you take these classes and you get your grades up for these particular classes, we'll be glad to welcome you on campus. Or maybe you got accepted, but not to the program of your choice. If you applied for a program that's really competitive, maybe like a pre-med biology track program at a school that you really wanted to go to, and they said they couldn't accept you in that particular program, but that you can study something else, maybe like allied sciences. I know I had friends in undergrad who wanted to go to med school and they wanted to be in the particular program that was made for med students that were interested in that particular road or pathway, and they didn't get in because it was limited spaces. And so they just had another major. Remember that word, parallel plans? Those parallel plans are made because you can still achieve your goals. All of my friends who did that are pharmacists or veterinarians or doctors at this particular time. So whatever news you got between the time that we hit submit until now when you decide, I just want you to know that I'm really proud of you. You had to go through probably lots of emotions, maybe embarrassment or shame, or maybe excitement and joy, or maybe uncertainty, because now you have all these options on the table. You're like, now what? Right? The paradox of choice is coming up. Maybe for you, it's going to be a really hard choice because they all look really, really good. So all of this is super important for you to listen to this lesson so that way we can evaluate which university or which college is for you. And so just to keep it 100 for you, you should be prepared to pay between $300 and $600 to the school that you commit to. This holds your place as a student. And if you are living on campus, it'll also hold your place for housing. So it's just a deposit. It's non-refundable. You're not going to get it back. If you choose to deposit at multiple schools, let me give you a little piece of information. One, when you do that, you take a place from someone who's on the wait list. Number two, if you decide to do that and you're waiting to maybe go to orientation or accepted student day to kind of figure out if that's what you really, really want, just be honorable, right? Have a little bit of integrity. As soon as you know that school is not for you, let that school know, because that school would love to welcome someone else who might be waiting for the call. Maybe you're on a wait list and you're waiting for a call. Imagine someone's just, what if I might go to this particular school? The more they're not sure, the more they hold that spot, the longer you might have to wait for that wait list. So always put yourself in somebody else's shoes when it comes to this particular situation when you're deciding to deposit at multiple schools.